Fibromyalgia is a syndrome, so it is a cluster of symptoms. But the most important ones are three. It's a triad, which is the chronic widespread pain, and we have chronic fatigue and sleep disturbances. We don't know why these people feel the pain, and we don't know why these people have a whole lot of symptoms. So basically, nowadays we have a definition of this type of pain, which is nociplastic pain. So basically, nociplastic pain is the third descriptor of pain, which have been developed in last years by researchers, basically mostly from the IASP, which is the International Association for the Study of Pain. So they defined nociplastic pain as a dysfunction of the nervous system. It is a dysfunction of the system which provides us the information, which then we kind of interpret as painful or not. So it is a dysfunction. It's not a lesion as neuropathic pain, and it is not the pure information of pain, which is nociceptive pain. So this is a third mechanistic descriptor of pain. So nowadays, all the so-called idiopathic chronic painful condition fall under the realm of nociplastic pain. Mostly it is mistaken with the pain of unknown origin, but it is not of unknown origin. It is nociplastic pain. So, of course, the problem is why these people develop nociplastic pain. So it is not a pure lesion of the nervous system, and it is a neuropathic pain, as it happens, for example, in the post-ictal pain. So there are some hypotheses going on, but basically what is clear is that there is a sensitization of the nervous system. We now know that fibromyalgia patients have low-grade systemic inflammation, and it is mostly connected with the gut.
Listening your word, we can understand how complex is this kind of syndrome that involve a lot of organs and system in our body. Moreover, it's interesting, we are discovering that fibromyalgia, like other condition, probably starts from the gut, and it is due to this gut-brain axis connection that.
So medical cannabis can aid in a lot of ways. Of course, analgesia is very important. Many of my colleagues, for example, that work with cannabis and fibromyalgia, say that starting with CBD may be better. This is because of different mechanisms. So as we saw before, the low-grade systemic inflammation is very important in this population. So maybe the modulation of inflammation at the beginning without addressing directly the pain, so the painful pathways, may be more important. And also the modulation of the inflammation which is present in the gut. So probably the oral absorption of maybe the CBD can be useful even by itself. And then we have an important modulation of sleep and anxiety.
We touched such an interesting topic, actually, on what Ethan Russo calls the endocannabinoid deficiency. Pain disturbances, gut disturbances, mood disturbances, and pain usually relate to a deficiency of endocannabinoids, and so that's how, therefore, it can be useful a cannabinoid-based therapy.